Auckland International Airport. It's the first stop for any migrant starting a new life in New Zealand. Jet-lagged but hopeful, new arrivals make their way through the gates, eager to make a start. That's exactly how Elton felt when he arrived last year from the Philippines. Elton, a multimedia designer, holds a work-to-residence visa or WTR. It's a step before being granted permanent residence.
I came here to New Zealand December 2006. That was the first time as a tourist. Yep, and I also visited June 2007. When I saw the places here, I told myself I wanted to live here.
It's a condition of a work-to-residence visa to land a job within 9 months. Not just any job, but one that's compatible with the applicant's skills. Getting here was a long and tedious process, and a very expensive one at that.
You have to pay for the medical examination. You need to pay for like IELTS, it's an English exam. You need to have all your documents certified and translated. Maybe all in all, I would guess like I spent around 10,000 New Zealand dollars. To give you an idea, in the Philippines, I earn around 1,000 New Zealand dollars per month. So to come up with like 10,000 New Zealand is very hard in the Philippines.
But Elton was confident, as his profession is on the skills shortage list of Immigration New Zealand, meaning there is a great demand for people in his profession. When he got here, however, it soon became clear the demand wasn't all that great.
From the moment I got my invitation to apply until now, probably I've applied for over 1,000 jobs and maybe around 10 interviews.
But the interviews got him nowhere. Steve Cantillon from Immigration New Zealand admits the global recession has made it harder to land jobs.
I think it's more about what's happening in New Zealand's economy at the moment. We've got higher unemployment, and we're seeing people who are unemployed now with skill sets that we didn't see a couple of years ago.
And so Elton, desperate for a job, ended up in sales, selling computers and hardware that he himself once used as a multimedia professional. Because there are doubts on whether his job is skilled work, Elton, whose visa expires in 3 weeks, still doesn't know what's to become of him. Elton's not alone. Last year, 281 Filipinos were granted work-to-residence visas, but more than half of them went home empty-handed.
That WTR policy should not be there in the first place. Why do you ask people to come and work and there is no really work here?
The Philippine Consul General has warned Filipinos against coming to New Zealand on a WTR visa, saying the reality is not as rosy as it's made to look. But Immigration New Zealand says they're very upfront with potential migrants.
If we find people that simply don't know anything about the New Zealand labour market, then we're probably not going to offer them work to residence at all. We would say, well, we don't consider that you in fact are able to settle and contribute, or that you're going to be successful in terms of finding work.
I think the best now is for both government should cooperate. Our POAE should be informed that there is only a certain job that's available for our countrymen.
I feel that I wasted my 3 years of waiting for residency. But yeah, I mean, that's life.
Elton maintains he's still hopeful, but we know he's already booked a flight home. Whether he'll end up taking it is up in the air.